Germ, what up, Jeezy? What's the word, my guy? What's the factual haption, oh my guy? You're not looking too good in the rank points, though, my guy. We're gonna have to work on that, my nigga. Real talk. Gotta work on that, bro. Gotta work on that shit. Not looking too well. Tell you, man, people keep playing this game because it ain't trash. It just needs some fixing. Needs some options. Need just a couple more options. Bring back Mello.
Texas, home of the fourth biggest population in the United States. I'm Ed Cohen with the man of the people. He is Jay Williams.
All right, Ed, I see you. New York, L.A., Chicago, Houston right there. I'll tell you what else is big. Rocket Nation, and they're ready to rumble.
Taking over the globe and maybe taking over this game tonight.
Oh, no.
And Jay, look at Lonzo Ball. So much potential. Number 2 pick in 2017
I like that, Jeezy.
UCLA. But he can learn something tonight with Chris Paul on the other side.
Oh, yeah, Ed, we were on the court before the game, and I was watching CP3 stare at Lonzo Ball. One of the things that I know that CP3 does, he studies the game. He dissects the game. Something I would do if I were defending Lonzo Ball. Every time in a half court, and pay attention to this at home, look for CP3 to shade the left side of Lonzo Ball's body. Why? Because that's where Lonzo Ball
brings do it, Jeezy. Don't start with the spamming, my guy. That ain't gonna work with me, my.
Move Lonzo Ball does. If CP3 can contain him on the perimeter, Lonzo Ball will inevitably bring the ball right to where CP3 wants. And after he establishes that, watch how Lonzo Ball will then all of a sudden try to change his shot.
Oh, timeout. Come on, man.
Because now his game has been dictated to.
I ain't gonna fuck over you. I could. I'm a real nigga, though.
By the great defensive mind of CP3.
There will be no shortage of shots for Carmelo Anthony in Mike D'Antoni's offense, Jay. Why is it a good fit for Melo in Houston?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, if there's one guy you need to trust, his name is Daryl Morey. And the Houston Rockets organization is a stat-driven culture. So he understands at this juncture where Carmelo Anthony is in his relationship to his career. Playing with two pass-first type PGs,
no, it's going to LeBron
and CP3.
No, it's going to LeBron.
Combined 12.5, 13.
No, it's going to LeBron.
With authority.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the
bro? This ain't 2K. All that old holding your nuts shit. Bro, this ain't 2K.
Harden,
do
his
it.
First effort off the mark. To James. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Harden with the basketball. Down just a couple. To Anthony. Fires the 3. And that's
late.
Rebounded by Kuzma. To James. Kuzma. To James. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. To Capella. Paul.
Damn, ref, you don't call a foul, bro?
Just because you're an elite shooter
don't call a foul, my guy.
Shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Here's a chance from long range. Well, their first three, and they're right back in it within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Oh, had him going there for a second. James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Oh, blocked by Chris. Anthony.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Anthony. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Well defended.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First try, no good. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Harden with it up top. Down a point to Paul. Fires the three. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Here's James for 2. LeBron James looking good. 4 for 5.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Don't do that 5-out shit, bro.
Into the front court. The score 10-8. And scores. Nice footwork to get around the defender.
You got a better chance with the 3-2 high than you do with that 5-out, bro.
Actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To James.
That was an illegal screen, ref.
He's now 5 for 6. Veteran move right there.
Still blows my mind that this young man is 16 years in the NBA, has not had one bad injury, but more importantly, it's about the respect of the game. That's what LeBron James brings to the table when you think about basketball. You respect the game, you get the benefits.
Jay, last year, Rockets 65-17. Good for #1 record in the West. What's going to be good enough this year for the Rockets to get to the NBA Finals?
Well, you need CP3 to be healthy. If he's healthy, you can make an argument that the Rockets may have won the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. But also, I think James Harden needs to continue to build on his play in the playoffs in particular. Everybody knows about how great he was during the regular season. But those last 6 games against the Golden State Warriors, he really struggled from the three-point line. He shot 37% from the regular season. He shot 20% in the Western Conference Finals.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
For 3, won't go down. To James. Gordon with it. It's 14-12. Beyond the arc for 3.
Hey, come on, man.
To James. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Lets it fly from long range, smothering D.
Great contest by the D.
Damn,
I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Ah, come on.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll need their best free throw shooters on the floor, as well as a design play for the inbounds. Deep three at the buzzer. First quarter's complete with the Rockets in front. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Trouble getting the ball across half court. Paul. And
Look at this
there
shit,
for the
man. That's
rebound.
crazy, man. That must be his cold spot or something.
8-second violation. It's going the other way. Paul, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Paul, it's good. Defense has to pick things up. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Paul, not that time. He misses. Jay, last year the Lakers 35 and 40.
Well, damn. Hello? And you're getting hung up on.
Welcome to downtown Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. I know you're relaxed. It's now time to work.
305, my city, my city. This is one of my favorite stops on the road, Ed, and I'm sure the same applies to the visiting players.
No more time on the beach. It's time to hoop it up here in South Florida. The opening tip is won by the Rockets. Who left in Houston? Luke Bamute to the Clippers, Trevor Ariza to Phoenix. So, Jay, how do the Rockets adapt without two key wing defenders this year?
Well, other guys need to step up. I think you need to see P.J. Tucker step up. Gerald Green, we all know how explosive he is offensively, but he needs to make that applicable to the defensive end. Michael Carter-Williams is another big acquisition. He's a bigger guard who can use his length to deter shots. And also another kid, Markel Brown. He played at Oklahoma State. Extremely athletic, explosive on the perimeter. If these guys can do it by committee, that might be enough to eclipse the Golden State Warriors.
Beverly. Missed it. Simmons with it. Down 2. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
The drive right to the basket. Oh!
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries the trifecta.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that aim.
It's good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Beverly.
Get
Not
the
that
fuck.
time. It's the Heat with the possession. To Simmons. Probing the defense. With a
How long
drop
are you
step.
staying in the paint? Man, get the fuck.
Simmons, 2 for 2.
Confidence building.
Beverly. From long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Can't connect from in close. Turns and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Oh, they called it on me, though. Fuck out of here. Nigga wasn't even in the paint. I don't
Unable
lie.
to connect on the free throw. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Get this shit out of here.
Piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Crawford. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. The basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Miami with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Cashes in for 2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Beverly into the front court. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. The shot, almost.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Man, get your fuck out of here, man.
Lets it fly from long range. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. We play one here at American Airlines Arena with the Heat out in front. Jay and I back to South Florida after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Trying to cash in with the basket after a nice drop step. Beverly into the front court. Now down 6. With a drop step. Shot from the lane won't go. And stuffs it home. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
And you want to keep string sniping, I'm going to keep on reporting your bitch ass. You feel me? And you want to keep on string sniping, keep on reporting. Think I'm a motherfucking fool, bitch. Got you. Good luck on that. That's right.
Doesn't mean that you need to take a jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Section 121. Place your bet. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions.
For 3, the Heat secure the rebound. To Simmons. Driving right to the basket. Oh, Ben Simmons. 3 for 3 in this first half.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Beyond the arc for three. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Simmons. Fires the three, and Ben Simmons, you have to like the confidence. No hesitation from deep.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Oh, that's how it's done.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
In the front court comes Simmons. Lead stands at 7. For three. That's how you defend. And a throwdown.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Miami's got it. Simmons. Terrific vision to Richardson.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Richardson. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3. First foul in the last.
From the painted area, won't go down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Here's a chance from long range. They have to keep him in their grasp.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Simmons to Richardson. Rockets have the steal. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish
Come
basketball.
on, rep, man.
And there's
Come on,
nothing
man. This
more
nigga
beautiful
can't.
than rewarding your
Outta here.
teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. And now Houston has the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Simmons with it. It's a 1-point game as we approach halftime. From long range, that's good D. Shot no good. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
A shot at the buzzer. Yes, at the buzzer. He just managed to get it off in time. As a result, they're ahead on the scoreboard here at the end of the... A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. The jumper's off the mark.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staple.
Simmons. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Won't go down. Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over.
Welcome to the roller coaster ride of basketball. Just because you are knocking down those open looks in the first half doesn't mean you're going to knock them down all game long.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons lets it fly from long range.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 for Miami. John Starks. Line for 3.
First one goes down. Second and 3, off the mark. For 3, not that time, he misses. To Simmons. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Pass stolen by Miami.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Caden